Last week, schools broke off for the first term holidays following the end of Term 1, which started on 10th January this year. But for some parents with learners in Senior 1 and Senior 2 who are studying under the new curriculum, confusion ensued when they were presented with school reports different from what they were used to.
It's the marks are not there. I'm waiting for 67% or 42% or 30%. But when you tell me, it's like I wrote on my social media pages, it's like a weather forecast.
It was a one-page report card having numbers of 2.1, 2.7, 0.9, but those things are not understandable.
Instead of showing marks and figures, the reports had comments about the learners' performance.
I don't know what high, moderate, and low are. I mean, what am I looking for? What is low? So the report was very confusing.
Plus, we are used to the old curriculum. I could find a student with, let's say, 60 out of 100, and which were meaningful because I also went through the same system.
Unfortunately, some schools did not find the time to explain to them this new report format.
I sat down with my child to try to understand, but it wasn't easy. I had to inquire from school, but I didn't get the right answer.
Yes, I've gone and spoken to my son and he's explained to me his results. But did you realize that now he's explaining me his results through his glasses?
Under the old curriculum, the performance of learners is presented in percentage scores of between 0 and 100. But under the new curriculum, learners are graded on the continuous assessment carried out on the content taught to them in class every day, as Edward Kanonya, the head teacher of Kololo SS, explains.
There are questions which are set to test whether these students are able to apply the knowledge which they have acquired from that topic. And they call it activity of integration.
After this assessment, the learners are then graded on a scale of 1 to 3 using certain words.
When you say basic, you're only saying that this student is not very good. When you say moderate, simply we are saying he's average. When you say outstanding, we are just saying he's an excellent student.
But he admits that like any new way of doing things, there is still work to be done to further refine this new grading system.
I love that we, as much as possible, simplify the way we communicate the performance of the learners to these parents. Because if we leave them out, then I think we shall be doing our own things.
Under the new curriculum again, all marks accumulated by the learners will contribute 20% to their final assessment by the Uganda National Examinations Board at the end of 4 years through a continuous assessment. This then requires schools to put in place an ICT infrastructure to enable this continuous assessment even when the learners change schools.
First of all, so many schools have not yet realized the importance of using technology, ICT. Schools are they still have issues they need to address among themselves. They need to sensitize their stakeholders so that they can also harmonize on their side.
This week, the Ministry of Education noted that it intends to carry out public awareness about the new grading system. Joyce Nakato, NTV Weekend Edition.